Alright, after watching a tutorial, I don't understand it at all, to be honest. It looks like it's some type of, no, okay, uh, yeah, it looks like it's some type of, uh, uh, you use, well, I don't know. Okay, well, that didn't help me. Now I'm supposed to do something, it, 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 it looks like it's some type of, spell inscriber. But to make spells, I have to have some PSI dust first. Oh, that did not work. I thought, okay, this is not the same one I found online. Minor rod, notch rod. Well, what? Okay, I can make that. I can even make that. I can even make that, which is a major notch rod. Uh, I'm not sure exactly what that does for me. I think I'd put that in here, but that's not. This is not. This isn't. Oh no. Hmm. I'll be back. It didn't work. All right, yeah. So the tutorial I was watching a few moments ago was had guns and different things, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, having guns, magic guns in game. But this is actually a more of a. This was the next upgrade, I guess, of it. It's more of magic, but instead of guns and machines, which I think the other one looked kind of cooler. But this is what we got, so we're gonna do with it. Now this is pretty easy. I take that iron rod I just made. If you remember, I just made it here a second ago, and we get ourselves some redstone. Redstone. We take that. We drop it on the ground. We go chew, we go do, and we go this. Woo! You gained level 1. Yes. You got level 1. Press C to, okay, encrypt your rod and press C to use it. Alright, so we hit C. Yes, so now this changes. We got requirements level 1. Learn. Okay. Welcome to leveling. The menu, it looks like you've gotten acquainted with your brand new focusing rod. This menu serves as your school for the mod, and this is your first tutorial. Don't worry, this is the longest one, as it has teach you basics. To get you started, inscribe spells, you'll need to spell inscriber. To cast your spells, you will also need a better rod than the one you have right now. One with all the components. Look up all the various mod components: frame, crux, notch, source, and obsolete varnish. Okay, and okay, so remember that: frame, crux, notch, source, and obsolete varnish. And type 1, you don't have to make another frame. You can put your current rod that is ineffectively just a frame in your crafting grid to revert it to a frame. Okay, lastly, spells also need to be put into a spell node, so you make yourself all that stuff, and let's get rolling. After you set what this, okay, we'll come right back here. Let's go ahead and actually make all these things is what it says. So we're going to need a frame, a crux, a notch, a source, an obsolete, a varnish. So let's go and see what, now that we actually know somewhat what we're doing. This is a as I was trying to say before, this is a notch. We got a frame, PSI frame, which I'm going to go ahead and make a new PSI frame. So that's what it said, that be better to make a frame. Also I can turn this back to a normal frame if I wanted, but that's actually not necessary. We'll just toss it. We don't need it anymore. All right, so I can't make any more higher than a PSI frame, yeah. Okay, we need a crux. Let's see what we can make for crux. We can make this crux, whatever a crux is. All right, we got the notch. We got the highest one. A glowing rod source. A busting rod source. Well, okay, we'll make that one. All right, and a mine spell node varnish, obsolete varnish, PSI varnish. Okay, whatever varnish is. Okay. Then there's spell node projectiles. Well, we also need a spell node, so we said to make him a spell node. That's okay. We got a spell node. And there's spell node projectile, spell node. I'm gonna need those eventually. All right. Mine green charge. Okay, those are different spell nodes. Focusing plate. I don't think we need any of these. No. Vector ruler. No. Okay. PSI shovel, PSI pickaxe. These are different things. And this is the armor. And then we also need one of these PSI inscribers, which is black iron. So we need to tell the system that we need black iron. I keep on going to say it, and I don't ever say it. I want to say is that this rod is like a programming mod. You make a whole bunch of different programming nodes, little nodes with commands, as if you're using CC+ or Java, yeah, or Python preferably, or LUA script. Then you would well, it's just what you see, what you get, type style thing. And then they do all these really awesome different things that you can do with it, and then it uses for the mana cost of what you have, and of course according to the levels more mana you have. So it seems like it's going to be a rather pretty interesting mod, but it's an in-depth mod, and we've already pretty too far in the game for it to actually be a useful mod for us, and that's sad. It's another one, like, in other words, once again, another Magic mod that looks like it'd be really awesome if it was available to you in the very beginning of the game, and could be very useful, which it actually probably was quite almost available to us in the very beginning of the game. I just didn't know it. No, it was not. Mana Steel or Mana Powder was not available until a decent bit later, because you had to go through quite a few different things with Botania. And yeah, we're going to want to move this too. So let's go ahead and move this here. We're going to want this over here. All right, back over to our more crafting center. And you know what I'm going to do? I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm going to start throwing these crafting things into the wall, into the floor. All right, so we're going to just do like this, and that way all these things are not in the way. They're actually going to be kind of more in the floor based, and so you can just kind of get there, and yeah, that's really nice. Actually, I think it's much better doing it that way. All right. And I don't know what these guys are even here for, so we're going to remove them, at least this guy. Oops. Oh no. Give me that back. And going all the way down there for one chisel block, that's ridiculous. Sorry. Come on, go up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, and then, yeah, like is this the ultimate crafting table? You know, I almost want the ultimate crafting table in the middle instead of the basic one. Oh, I didn't even have that. Bragging rights. Wow, okay, we're now actually able to get into bragging rights. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that was true. All right, we don't need to bash the basic one here. And I just lost it. All right, there we go. Ultimate crafting table right there in the middle of everything. There we go. And craft the basic one. We don't even need it at all. You know, we're going to put it here though, because we can. And then we're going to go, I still have making more of that. I actually ended up deciding I need to make about 1,000 because it takes like 8 per one, which is ridiculous. So I don't even know what that actually costs to make that, but I'm pretty certain it's okay to make it. I know it's not very scientific of me. So now we're going to also put our craft, well, it's gone. We're going to also put our thingy here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we are. Let's craft the rod constructor here, and then this thing right beside it. And what that does is it makes it really nice, so we don't actually have to go running off anywhere and having different things stand out like these do. And we shouldn't have had them put there, and like this would definitely be in the ground as well. So I think that makes much better as you running across crafting tables, get your dirty feet all over them. Yeah. Okay. So he told us to grab all those things, and let's hit C again. We're doing the tutorial. Okay. Oh, it picks up right where you left off. Okay. Last, these spells also need to be into spell nodes. So make yourself all that stuff, and let's get rolling. Okay. So I have the spell node. Yes, I have a spell node. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and J again. Right. No, C. It's C. C. All right. After you set up with all you need, open your spell inscriber by right-clicking it. You'll see a large grid. This is where the magic happens. The inscribing system is less of a system, the inscribing system is less of a traditionally complex inscribing system and more of a simple sequence of actions. To add a piece to a grid, you right-click any part of it and select from the runes that come up. As you can see at the bottom, you have 2 available runes. Once you have more, you'll be able to assemble them to create spells in a grid. A myriad of different ways. But for now, let's just focus on these 2. The runes you have available are the Selector Caster and the Trick Debug. Tricks are the most important part of the spell. They are the means through which the spell interacts with the world. In our case, the debug trick is an exception, as it just writes a value to the player's chat. Start off by placing them in your grid adjacent to each other. When you left click on your Selector Caster, you'll find that nothing special happens. Okay, so let's go ahead, and when you do the same for your tick, a panel appears on your, this is starting to get a little laggy and long, appears on your left where you can configure the inputs of this piece and pieces parameters. Okay, yeah, I'm not even sure exactly what he's going on about, but basically I think they want me to create a rod first, put all the pieces in it. No, okay. Okay, varnish, the notch, the charge pad, and this. And we get a PSI. Yes. Complexity notch, major rod notch, bandwidth notch 12, phrasing source, overflow 400, whatever. Okay. So, let's see. 5,000, I don't know. Looks like a pretty powerful rod. Okay. Now, this is what it said where the magic happens. Wait, what about the spell node? What? How did I miss up something? There was no place to put a spell node. Ah. No? Okay. This is where the magic happens. All right. Now we have to go. Okay, now I understand what he's saying. So, he says, caster. Let's go ahead and off select, hit C. All right, so let's start from the back. Start off by placing them in your grid adjacent to each other. Okay, so what do they want us to put in the grid adjacent to each other? For now, let's just focus on these. The runes you have available are selector, caster, the trick debug, and trick. Okay, yes. In our case, the debug trick is an exception, as you just write the value. Okay, trick debug. Start off by placing them in a grid adjacent to each other. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So we got select caster, and trick debug. All right, now, can I bring this up? No, I cannot bring that up. Okay. You'll find that nothing special happens. Okay, when you left click on your selector caster, you'll find nothing special happens. However, when you do the same trick, a panel appears on the left where you can configure the inputs in place in the piece. Parameters are info that goes to pieces in order to allow it to do its thing. Our debug trick sends out something to chat so that, take the target, okay, that is the thing. Take the target parameter and click one of the arrows so that your selector caster looks like it's pointing towards the trick debug. If you hold shift while looking at a piece, you can see what type of parameters it needs or what type of sends out it needs. This is useful so you can pair the right runes together. Ignore number parameters for now. We'll cover it later. If you've done this correctly, you should see the X on the top turn into a check mark and some values appear on the right. Don't worry about those right now. You're still seeing the X number, however, over it to see what the error is and try to correct it. Now, we need to take the program you've made and send it over to your rod. Grab your spell node, right-click your spell inscriber on it. You'll hear a beep boop, and you're now ready to load your bullets. Place your new rod into your constructor, into the big slot on the left. Okay, so basically, I'm supposed to do this. I click on this one. It gives me nothing. It gives me trick debug. Got a red. I got a target. There. Okay. So it's pointing that way, towards this. Check. Check. And now that it's checked, I can take my debugger. No. No? Okay, I did something wrong. Oh, no, it did. It should have given me a boopity boop, but it didn't make me any sound. Maybe because I got a silencer. Now I have a debug. And I think, let's go back and read. That's what it was telling me to do. Oh, a debug. Oh, okay. All right. Place your new rod into the constructor into the big slot, top left, and you'll see a slot below it. Open it up, place your bullet in there. Then you click your rod out to pick a spell. Hold your rod and hold the same keys used to access this menu. You may only have a single rod on you. If you have more than one on your inventory, spells will not work. In order to level up, you need to create and cast the spell that contains the piece highlighted in red on the last thing you've learned. In our case, we need a spell with tick debug to be able to level up. Right click on your rod with your bullet loaded and you should be ready to move on. If you're ready to create more PSI dust, simply pick a slot that has no bullet in it. Oh, okay. So we got one bullet, we debug. Boom, level up. Yay! Okay. Equip your bling, hit level, select. Boom, to it. All right, now let's go back. Let's talk about the number parameters we saw last time. You'll notice that the parameter has an extra option in the center. That means the parameter is optional. By selecting the center, you can disable it. In case the number parameter is simply to label of sort. It can be useful if we have a more complex spell where we have multiple things being sent out to chat. It requires a number, so let's give it one. Okay, we now have access to the constant number piece. Add the number parameter to your debug piece and add constant number piece to your grid and connect to your debug piece. You can set the number by clicking on the piece and just typing the number with your keyboard. Now that you're dealing with multiple parameters, you can assume that in more complex grid, not everything will be adjacent, just as it currently is. This is where connectors, another piece. Oh man, this is complicated. This is not even all. This isn't. I kind of thought it would be more like, you know, what you see, what you get, uh, programming, and it's not. It's not exactly. Well, maybe. All right. So in your case, I'm not sure what they want me to do this. Now that you were dealing. Okay, let's go back and continue reading. Come in with connectors. Do exactly as the name says. Okay, that's where connectors come. Another piece introduction here. Come in connectors. Do exactly as the name says, and allow a piece to connect to another. They're like a wire. You can put a connector adjacent to a piece until it'll have transfer whatever that piece contains to whatever it is on the end of the connector. You can make connectors line up with other connectors if what you need is far away. A single connector line can send the object that points to it to any other rune that you are oriented to tap on it to. Remember, to level up, you need to make a spell using the piece of highlighted in red, so that you need to use your constant number piece, preferably alongside the debug tick for the tutorial. But give connectors a try as well. They'll be very important later. I'm no ideal. So we basically got a connector, and we also got a number, and that's it. And check. That's not very. Alright, so I guess that just changed my dog. Oh, it tells me where I'm at in the world. But it didn't complete. How do I change the name of the... It didn't actually tell me what I was supposed to do. Hold shift for more information. Amount of actions, projections, amount of tricks, bandwidth, spell with height are the largest. Number, any number? No. Okay. Select and type to set value. 3. Okay. All right, I did that. How do I change it over? Export to clipboard, must be holding shift, import to clipboard. Alright, well you can copy and paste other people's stuff, so I guess I could probably just go ahead and get everyone else's stuff if I wanted it. I'm not sure that's actually what I want though. So I gotta pull this back out to get this again, and then put this back in there. Do I do that every time? I don't know. I don't think I have to. I'm just not sure. No, I must have done something wrong. And some reason they're not making sounds. Music sound. G blocks. I think this thing's supposed to make sound when you click on it with your. Yes, it is. But it's because I'm too close to a sound tamper. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. No, come back. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this as well and move it. I'm going to move our location here. There we go. Huh? There we go. Got it. All right. Let's put that back. Probably should leave it there, but for now I want to actually be able to hear what I'm doing. And there's a sound dampener in that area. So I'll be back. I think actually, I'm not going to show myself go through this whole thing. Because otherwise it'll just be confusing. If you want to do this, there's I guess there's a couple tutorials online. There's not very many tutorials online I was able to find. There is some tutorials online, and you being here, some reason there's not much sound for some stupid reason. It's like the sound's kind of dampened. I don't know how or why. I'm going to put these here for now. Alright, I will be back after I've gotten the PSI things I need. I'm not going to record myself doing this because I haven't a clue what I'm doing or how to do it, so I don't think me sitting here reading walls of text is going to be very usable as content for YouTube or any other platform. Alright, we are back, and I now have got the ebony substance and the ivory substance, which is simple as smacking some coal and quartz with the greater focused setting in this thing. Oh, that's not the greater focus. I'm not going to go into it. And I did keep 1 or 2 spells that I thought were slightly useful from this thing. The one being the ability to blink through objects and things, which is actually not going too well for me at the moment there. You can blink through, but you can't blink down, but you can blink up, blink and through, right and left, so that's very nice. Blink is nice. Okay, I actually ended up still calling it explode, and then I also have another spell that actually does explode, but it's not really, it's just not useful. It's actually just kind of fun to play around with. The rest is I don't see actually ever being useful for us because, well, there's lots of machines that already do it, then it can be automated, and also the power does not increase with the scale of the level that we're at now. I mean, we've got 256 shields plus 48 health, and the things that we're going to be fighting from this on are what, you know, we can kill them or whatnot. So this kind of doesn't scale. Once again, magic mod pales to keep up with other mods, and that seems to be a theme with almost all magic mods. Well, unless you call Draconic Evolution the magic mod, which I don't. It's just an insanity mod. Okay, so that said, we now can go ahead and let's go ahead and duplicate these. Actually, you could just take the greater focus to them, except for it takes some time. So I'm just going to come up here, and I have been every once in a while as I've gone through, and I don't understand how these guys are getting out. They just keep getting out. I don't understand how they're getting out. Go away, you stupid things. All right. They shouldn't be able to be getting out. We even made it longer and bigger and taller and round, and it shouldn't be able to get out. But they're still getting out, and I don't understand how. Anyway, that said, we do have.
Good news.
What's that? You got your stuff working again? You always get stuff working, Inton. Oh, you got.
Yep.
Oh,
no, I'm back and not lagging no more.
Oh, okay. That's normal. Okay. He's constantly messing with the settings, messing up. He had the 3 hours messed up while I was around with that. So here we can go ahead and duplicate these, but I've already used up most of my mana, I guess. Here, kind of bad idea. I guess it kind of used up most of my mana to do other things. But it's not hard enough to get these, so it's not a big deal. So, I mean, we've just got 2 stacks of them. Ebony, ivory. If we need more, well, I'll just go ahead and throw another stack in there. That's probably use up all the mana thing here. Nope. Okay. Yes, it used up all the mana. All right. So that's what we got. We got Ebony and Ivory. Let's go ahead and take our PSI metal and turn them over to Ebony and Ivory, which means we will now only need Void Metal and one other thing, I think, for these Doomcraft objects that we were after. So let's just actually just do that here. PSI. Oops. What did I just do? Okay. No, you're supposed to. What about Gorodana? There we go with a thing. Oh wait, no. Thought you craft. Oh, that's right. It's not as simple as all that. It's a larging crafting one, which is slightly annoying. Yeah, that's actually very annoying. So I'm not going to get that many ebony and ivory. Oh, here. Ba 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 boom boom. All right, here. Let's do this again. Put that in there. Hit you. Hit this. Hit yes. 16. Oh wait. Here we go. 18. All right. We're gonna have to make more ebony, but hopefully we don't have to need more than 18. Well, this is now our limiting factor. That's I should have. I just used all those things. I'm gonna have to put another wand bullet. Let me make a wand bullet real quick. While I still have the PSI up. Nope, I don't actually have PSI up. PSI. We need to have just a regular bullet. Spell node. Here's the regular spell node. There we go. All right. And whoa, you're all decked out in white. Oh, you replaced your. Wait, didn't mean you used it. All right.
Huh?
You've changed the color of your armor to white.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. That's just the way you said it. Focus. Greater's focus. Now we go ahead and smack our wand on there. There we are. Now it's as simple as sticking this in there, sticking this on there, sticking this in there. So we now have this. What's this called? Called Blaze. Ah, I messed up. They called it Blaze. I meant to call it something else here. Let's go ahead and select Blaze. There's 2 Blaze here. Let's actually change it to focus. Imbue. Greater. Just greater. Greater. There we are. There. Now it'll actually be called greater in the chest thingy, and we can instantly give ourselves some quartz. Which I should have done instead of wasting my mana, which is dumb. I shouldn't have wasted my mana. Quartz. And we can also grab some coal. There we are. And then throw which I should have just done this. That didn't work. So that's the reason why I didn't do it. Because oh wait, it did. It actually did work. Wait. Well, no, it didn't. It didn't work at all. Wait, did I have it select greater? No, not working. Oh, wait, no, it's not greater, it's ebony. That's why. That's why. That would be the problem. There we go, let's try that again. And that's right, this thing takes up all the PSI mana, so it's slightly annoying, but it's... Did that work? Did it get all? Oh, it did! It got all of them in one... No, it didn't. Did it? I don't know. It didn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, come on. Did I stutter or something? No. Well, that didn't work. We'll just have to... I don't understand why that's a problem. Come on, come on, come on. Do this for me, would you? No, stop picking them up. Stupid thing. And convert them. No, why aren't you converting them? Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, maybe I got it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's coal. Just, nope. Didn't work. I'll be back. Yeah, I forgot a most vital, important part of this. It's got to be why you are in the end. I am so sorry about that. So let's go to the end farm, end city here, real quick. And then you just throw it out. Yeah. No. Throw it all out. Come on. Come on. Why are you throwing it out? They're just not throwing it out. Control Q. There we are. Control Q. There we are. And then you can smack it. There, and it'll do it all at once. I kind of thought it might. I have a couple more of these things here. For some reason I can't drop them. There we go. There we go. Should have done that instead of wasting mana. There we go. It took a little bit. I actually got it now. And so now we can go ahead and once again continue to make our mana and our ebony thingies. May need more than that eventually though. But it shouldn't be too much. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's give me another stack. Give me about a stack of ebony. What's this 32? I think the 32 ultimate ingots would probably be enough. Yeah, probably. No, I want a full stack of ebony ingots, I think. So let's go ahead and give me a couple more of these. And the quartz as well. I don't think I have any other limiting factors right now, so I want to make it certain that I have at least everything I need to do this. All right. And I have tons and tons of resources, except for the mana, which the ebony, which I can easily make by switching hit and gold. So there we go. All smacked. Let's go ahead and get some gold out because we need that too. Gold. Oh wait, no, I can't do that without having the greater one. Yeah, it's not worth it. Whatever. Here we go. Sorry for the fumbling. Here we are. There we go. Oh, oops. I want a stack of I want to fully get a stack here. There, 62. That's good. Now, stack 64. Cut that. Oops. Oh, well, doesn't matter. And we don't need any of these in my inventory. Stack of ebony. There we go, 64. All right, so now we have no limiting factor. Well, limiting factor 64, but it's not a big deal. All right. What we should actually start to do is actually stick them all in a gigantic chest. And at least one stack of every single thing that we actually have it, or actually start to line them up on the master crafting table, ultimate crafting table. Nice to actually be able to do, but it'd be also kind of a painful deal. But I think that might actually be a better idea than anything else. So let's go ahead and.
Hey, Lord Mad Dog.
Yeah. Time to eat?
Lord Mad Dog.
Yeah.
You there?
What? Yes. I'm here.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. 20 minutes. Food.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be over later then. All right. Okay, it's got a couple minutes here. Let's go ahead and start pulling these out. So we need thorium, boron. This is going to take a lot of time. Just pull this stuff out. Oh, man. So let's go ahead and pull out a thorium. That's what I should have been doing to begin with. Thorium. There we are. 64 of them. Gold. All right. That's so first one was thorium. Second one was. Wish I could just right click it and have it automatically put it in there, but I don't think I can. Boron. So let's go and grab some boron. This is actually, let's go ingot. and just grab everything, a stack of everything in my inventory. Copper, oops, iron, tin, aluminum. Just grab a stack of everything, and then we'll go through the list and throw where they belong when we get to them. There we go. So let's. Isn't there any way I can just hit ultimate Oops, I have to actually. That's not the ultimate crafting table. Here. When I go to hit ultimate, it's going to tell me I'm missing stuff. I know. I wish there was a way to override that. Is there a way to override that? I'll be back.